All right, now let me get the Vell in here. All right, we're trying to get Lavelle Zimmerman in here. Can y'all hear? All right, we had a little problem. The high speed went down, so I'm going to call him. I'm doing the live here, and when he gets on here, we'll add him. Here he is. So Lavelle, you should have an option. Wait a minute, let me see. All right, here. All right. Now I can't see it. Hang on, we'll get it. All right, does anybody know how to walk Lavelle through sending an invite? All right. All right, can't do it there. All right, we're trying to get Lavelle on, but I don't see his invite. If I'm not mistaken, at the bottom of the screen where you have the thumbs up and the heart and all that, to the left of that, Lavelle, there is a icon, and I think it's a camera icon, and you push it and it'll send me an invite. Or maybe what you do is you go out and come back in, and when you pop in, it'll give me the option. I'm trying to bring him on camera, Shannon, but I don't see the option to do that. I see a lot of people that are requesting that, but I don't see Lavelle. And I saw him in the crowd, so maybe if he goes out and comes back in, we can try that. No, because I'm getting plenty of people that I could add right now. Yeah, my high speed went down for a few days. It's going to be down. All right, I'm going to try a couple more of these things and see maybe if I can do it from here. All right, he just came in again. I click on his name. Won't let me do it. All right, click on, hold it down, block, delete, pin this comment. I don't know, maybe he doesn't have that option. I don't know. I know some people have had problems with it. You know, this is how we figure this stuff out. Well, the only other option I know would be if Lavelle goes live, I'll go into the audience and try to send him an invite. That's the only other thing I know to do. But I think it's fantastic that all this energy. I wanted to talk to Lavelle about it because it's just been so powerful over the last few days, and especially the last couple of days. And I saw some stuff that he wrote. I wish I could pull up yeah. Let me read this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off, see if Lavelle goes live. And but I want to read something that he wrote today. If nothing else comes out of this attempt. Okay, he says it's an update problem. We're about to come in. Let me read this while we're waiting for Lavelle. He wrote this today, and I thought I guess it blocked me for a second. All right, so I see him there. He's got an update. He's coming back in. I see the word it's. Hold on. Okay, no rush. Yeah, I was reading something that Lavelle wrote today, and I think I uh, paused my feed because this is on the phone. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can find it. I don't know if y'all heard it. Yeah, here it is. I read this today after a couple of really powerful days. A lot of high energies. We had some great programming, some great conversations, some huge activations. Anyway, I got up and this is what Lavelle wrote this morning. I wanted to talk to him about it. He says, once again, it remains an aspect of your healing to continue to focus more within yourself along this path. It is a distraction to focus on the interpersonal words and actions of another soul, where your analysis of another's path of experience remains based in ignorance. You are not even consciously aware but a fraction of the nature of your own path of experience. Know that your ascension is not dependent on anything outside of yourself, just you. All right. I don't see him yet. Yeah, so we had a problem with the internet here, and it's too slow to bring in the programming. So we're just trying it like this. Appreciate all the support we've been getting. Yeah, I know some people have been having a problem with I've only used it a couple of times, but I think you do have to update. I guess I could put on some music, right? I think I can put some music on. Let's see. Have a little background. All right, what's that? Okay, there he is. No. Okay. Okay, Lavelle just sent a request. All right. All right. Okay. Says I'm inviting them. Says connecting. Let me see if I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You perfectly, Todd.
Woo, man, this is a hell of a ride, isn't it?
Yeah, most
It's so.
definitely. Always a little more patience, right?
Every time
Hey,
we've
one
gone on, the
second,
other
please.
two. Yeah, okay.
Let me clean
Wow, that
this
was fun.
off. Hold on one second. Um, might get a little bit better reception on this phone, bro. Let me see if I can actually get in from this way. One second, please. We're trying to do a couple of
Yeah,
things
yeah,
at the same time. I'm gonna see if I can get on my phone.
yeah. I'm going to invite
All
a bunch of people in while you're doing that.
right, no problem.
Let's see. Some of them are probably here. You just tell me when you're ready. I got the screen covered.
All right, easy enough. One second. Okay, cool. I just sent another request again. Actually, I can log in off of this one. Yeah, so log in off of that one. I'm punching on this one.
He's coming. We're going to do this thing. Try to get some perspective. Who's frozen? Or let's see. I see Todd but can't hear. We're going to get this thing going, you know. The high speed here went down. Oh, who's frozen? Hmm. Everybody's saying it's frozen. Well, I can't go off. Try, try that. Send a new request, Todd. All right, let's try it again. It's inviting him now. Not frozen. Okay.
All right, it's connecting to mine now.
Right on.
All right, Todd, are we back?
Woo, yeah, we are.
All
Who's that in the background?
right, a little better this time.
Who's that in the background, man?
Oh, that's Corey,
Corey, let me see Corey.
overseas.
I'm hey, I'm 50. My eyes are 55. My soul is youthful, but I can't see. Oh, I know which one you. All
5.
right, I recognize you now, man. Hey, what's up, brother? Yeah, yeah, man. You guys have done some great work, man. I really dig it. I really do. It's really great.
Hey, thank you so very much, always, for allowing us the platform and our co-creation with the healing amongst humanity. It's a beautiful thing,
Man,
most
I gotta
definitely.
tell you something. We'll jump into this like we always do, but it was right when I was trying to put all this together, and I had past tense a tendency to like try to do everything at one time. So I finally got it through my head. But in
Okay.
this process, I was working 6, 7, 8 nights in a row trying to put it together, and I reached this point, and I was totally sober in all ways. And this song came on, and I can't remember the name of it. I think it might be well, the one with the surfers. What's it called? Hang Ten. Hang Ten. Anyway, there's a portrait of y'all that comes in and out through the video, and Amon Ra is on the left, and you're in the middle. And the song was playing into this. I mean, I don't know what happened. I went into this dimension, and you guys were there with me. I think we lost them. We're gonna keep moving with it. Yeah. We'll make it. We'll make it. That's what this is all about. It just tests you one thing after another. You know, the first 2 times Lavelle and I talked, we had the same issues. We had issues, but we were able to get the stuff out there. If you haven't checked those out, I'd really recommend this. The last one we did, which was probably about 2 or 3 months ago. You can go to the Soulogy group and just go through the videos, and you'll see Lavelle on there, and it's a really good live. When he gets on, because we're having issues with this, I'm just going to have him start talking. Blank screen again. All right, I'm going to try this again. All right, let me see here. Is he back? He's out. Let's see. Yes, he's back. Or at least that's what it said. Man, I love all you guys. I know everybody's doing the best they can. There he is.
A
Hey,
little more
listen.
patience. It's all good. Yeah.
I love it, man. Yeah, but I had this incredible dimensional experience, and all I can remember was Amon Ra over there in the left corner of that picture with that orange shirt on, and the way we just locked in, and the whole energy of it, it just gave me this validation, whatever you want to call it, telepathy, whatever you want to call it. And I said, you know what?
Most
I'm on the right
definitely.
path. I'm on the right path. It don't matter what nobody says. So I just kept
That's
going
right.
with it. But listen, man,
That's it.
since we're having a few issues, let's just jump right into it. Without
No
me
problem,
asking
Mr.
any, yeah, without me asking any big question, I know that you have a very wide expanse in the eyes that you see through in your life experiences on both sides, what we might call both sides. What's going on right now, man? You want to give us a State of the Union from the raw? Yeah, I mean,
Um,
it's incredible because you see the stuff going on outside of you on the global level
mhm,
and down, and then the things that are happening that I see in a very personal
mhm,
way with people and their personal interpersonal relations. You wrote a piece this morning, and I read it twice. I don't know if they heard it, but it
mhm.
talked about the healing aspect, aspect of the healing that had to do with going within and not getting caught up in these interpersonal things. So just go ahead and start rapping,
Absolutely.
man. Just go ahead and go from there.
Easy enough, no problem. Greetings, all. Once again, a great pleasure and honor to connect with everyone. Hopefully, the sonic connection is clear. I'll be as brief as possible, however, detailed, of course, once again, connecting intuitively to what's being communicated. We're moving through quite a few portals in this now moment, not only through that of the full moon energies. Of course, we're in the later part of 2017 in the linear timeline. We're also moving through a couple of cosmic portals at this time. these cosmic portals and this influx of divine energy is, I want to say, escalating the energetic experiences on an emotional level. This also involves a lot of energy being transmuted with the interpersonal experiences when it comes to our relations with others. A lot of the interactions that are taking place, of course, this also involves the physical movement of many souls, where once again, the beginning of the year, of course, doesn't necessarily have a detailed impact when it comes to the eternal now moment. However, once again, within this linear experience and the transition, we're moving into a time of great change, where a lot of the baggage, a lot of the things that we have been dealing with over the years of past, for those who have been on this transition for quite some time, are starting to come up. And in layman's terms, we're starting to take out the garbage. And basically, it's time to get this stuff out of here. We're talking about on an energetic level, emotional level. When it comes to the things, our relationships, our perspectives on things, we're basically working with a lot of very intense energy. When I say, or what I said earlier in the transmission, as far as the interpersonal activities, words, and actions of.
Man, he was flowing.
Yeah, it's
He'll be
always been
back.
about flowing,
Man, that
and
was
more than that,
there you go.
it's necessary for us to be more conscientious of who we are as leaders. Of course, I play a very vital part in the transition of many. So has my predecessor, Centaurian, and that is Jackson, and quite a few others who are at the top of the ascension ladder. However, once again, the work that we do has been more so a stair step, or a basically a pillar to allow for those on this path to take the intuitive information, intuitive awareness of their own into their own hands and do their own work, where they're not necessarily focused on the actual experiences or who I am in the physical, as far as what I'm doing, my actions, or I said this or you said that before, and attempting to find some type of hypocrisy in what has been said on a linear scale. Now it's time for you, as always. However, when I say now, I mean at this now moment, is probably even more important for you to continue to focus more within and detach from a sense of dependency and feeling as if this ascension or the ascension process that you're experiencing depends on me, my words, and my actions and what I'm doing. It's about you. This entire healing process is about you. And I say we're leaders. We're all leaders. And once again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. Once again, I shine in this example, and those of us who have the spiritual maturity to embrace what it is that's being expressed, that we connect with intuitively through the words expressed through this physical vehicle so eloquently. We're able to take this information and allow it to become an integral part of our individual reality, and then move forward in the way we find fit, and as being leaders and embracing our own harmonic essence within, where this is what it's about. Once again, I'm basically allowed that path and done the work that was necessary for me at the time I did it. Those who connected with it did. However, it's never been a place of dependency. It's about us taking the information, applying it into our own existence, and running with it, if you will. So now it's time to go. And when I say time to go, we're dealing with a lot of interpersonal experiences, and people are dealing with the energies and emotional experiences and upheavals, if you will, on their own, at their own level of consciousness. So as we all do this, once again, we continue to focus within ourselves, so we are able to better follow the intuitive guidance that we receive as individuals, as individual expressions of Prime Creator.
It sounds like a good time to be alone. But you know what? I mean, that's essentially what I'm doing, and I'm putting out whatever I'm putting out, and and they knock me out. It knocks you out too. That energy knocks you out. I mean, I
It
feel it in my
does.
body. I'm asking my body, why is this hurting? Why is that hurting? And my body's saying, because of this happening and that happening, you know. And even today, I got up
Absolutely.
and I I had 3 hours before this show, and I was like, you know what? I got to lay down, man. I mean, my
Yeah,
whole
most
my
definitely.
head was
You must.
exploded. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
You got
yeah,
to honor it.
and laugh
It
about it.
doesn't make logical sense whatsoever. It does
Right?
not. And we want, once again,
Yeah,
the intuitive intelligence that we are connected to is necessary for us just to honor it, go with the flow, and allow it, regardless if
yeah.
we feel we're supposed to be doing this and supposed to be doing that. Just allow it, let it go, relax, and allow yourself to continue to heal and do what's necessary, because it's not this is not a 9 to 5. This is a 24-hour job or 24-hour work that you're dealing with.
And it is work. What
Mm-hmm.
what I love about what you say is, and there's so many different ways this is stuff is put out, but the real time explanation that you give, and what you're really talking about is it's not what you say, it's not
Mm-hmm.
what happens outside of you, and it's really in your example. And so what you're
Mm-hmm.
describing to me, if one way to put it is this is a soul walking the face of the earth who's consciously engaged 24 hours a day, locked into the reality, unattached, unobstructed from the 3D. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're not thinking about the house and the car, and you're thinking about the mission. That's it,
Mm-hmm.
because
Absolutely.
the mission
This
is
is the intent.
yeah, yeah. So you can confirm for us, and I think everybody knows this, that it's been pretty rough the last the last week. Uh, but you know what?
um,
I have never seen. We had I'm not going to say a controversial show. We had a brave show that showed the vulnerabilities of the 6 or 7 people involved. We had some really close friends of mine, beautiful souls that I've communicated with a lot, like I have with you on the show,
mm-hmm.
and there was that energy, but there was also 7,000 people that stepped in the door in that 2 hours. There was also a lot of people engaged that weren't saying anything, and the
Mm-hmm.
light in the intentions, in the action of our intentions, the light of all these people getting together. I walked away feeling like you're describing, like all the
Mm-hmm.
superficial stuff that I saw going on, including from myself. I said, that's nothing. That's not real. That's not why we're here. And then the last
Mm-hmm.
thing that I wanted to make a point about is you're saying it playtime's over.
No, that's right. This is so.
Playtime's over. So
Yes.
where do we go from here? How do we get into the habit of pushing this thing in the direction it needs to go?
This is a matter of cultivation of one's intent. The continuous cultivation of one's intent is a practice that's constant. The opportunity to do so is always in the now moment, where we are within the illusion. However, as we operate within the illusion on a conscious level, we recognize the foundational purpose of every breath, the purpose of us being here, the essence of what it is to be awakened, the reality of being on a path of evolution, the illusion of realizing we've experienced a reality or a construct based on enslavement. And as we continue to do this and allow ourselves to recognize this divine truth and recognize the nature of what it is that we are here to do, which is to elevate and evolve and to heal, we consciously invite more and more experiences that are allowing ourselves to heal, because we have the intent, and this intent is a constant aspect of our presence, a constant aspect of our being. Yes, the perfection of this now moment and everything, the perfection of this now moment allows everything to be aligned. Everything is aligned. However, on a conscious level, that being that we're here within this free will reality, our continuous cultivation of the intent is allowing the healing paths and opportunities for us to serve to intensify. We're basically magnetizing or highlighting, if you will, the nature of what it is that we truly are here to do and what we intend to do. I intend to heal. I intend to evolve. I intend to allow this electricity, this light to brighten, to expand, to move forward. Whatever is being presented, I want it to be done. I want more. I am ready to heal. I love life. Yes, last week was hard. Yes, yesterday was hard. Yes, a few minutes ago was difficult. However, once again, I intend to love more. Give it to me. I am here. This is what I am born to do. I breathe this. Give me more. I want to live more. And once again, as we continue to allow that and highlight that and pull that energy in, we not only receive the work, but we also receive the blessings that comes with such work. It's not necessarily just a constant grind. We experience a path that is blissful. It's almost like the royal treatment. Once again, my experience in the hospital, I went in with a smile. The experience I had there in the hospital, basically they treated me like royalty. I had a room by myself with big screen TVs and all this other kind of stuff. The thing is I didn't necessarily have to request these things. They were provided because once again, I operate here amongst a covenant. Dedicated to serving. So as I move and I go through these experiences, I am treated like I work for the light.
Consciously creating.
Conscious. It's natural. It's always taking place. It's just that the more I allow the intentions, the greater the path, the stronger and more potent the healing is, and the more graceful and lavish the experience becomes, because this is all that I do. And when the experiences do come, or the healing upheavals or whatever the case may be do come, I am in such a calm space that it does not really bother me at all. It does not bother me. I'm here and I'm present. It's almost like I'm grooming myself to be more and more unshakable.
Right on. Let me ask you something.
Yep.
So is it relevant at all for us to discuss, not on just me and you, I mean, I'm speaking as the audience. Is it relevant to discuss, and I'll just pick 2 or 3 examples, the things that are going down or speculatively going down or whatever, such as a financial reset, such as the white hats pulling the deep state out, arrests coming, stuff like that. Is it relevant to our transformation, or should we be just focusing strictly 100% on our own healing? Or is that part of our healing, or what?
All of it is part of the healing. However, there's a couple of different answers to that. Those who are still new to this process, there are certain things that are necessary to address for these souls. The far more advanced souls who are aware of the financial reset, they have heard of the white hats, they know what is taking place with the monies and all of the things that come along with such a path. This is not necessary for them to focus on anymore. They have moved forward. They are prepared. They know what is taking place on a very intuitive level. Skip the details. They know what is happening. And now it is time to fully engage in self-healing. The gossip of attempting to realize what is taking place with others, what the dark is doing, what these souls are doing, what other light workers and star seeds and indigos are doing is not important. When you realize your mission and what you're here to do, your healing, your mission is the absolute focus of your entire being, because you know what you're here to do. And this is something that is embodied directly from the heart space. Like, for me to engage in attempting to analyze and figure out what's going on outside of myself is for me to participate in the illusion. Once I realize who I am, what is taking place, and what I'm doing here, this is my focus. And I recognize that the healing is within myself and being the foundation of the illusion in its entirety. As I heal within, all of this is taken care of. But the more I play in the outer dramas of what is taking place outside of myself, I delay the blessings and the bliss that I intend to experience, because my focus and my energy is being invested in the linear illusion.
Right on. Which is anything external.
Exactly.
But
Most definitely.
But that global stuff, it's almost like, I guess, to me, Mother Earth or the whole collective experience is paralleling the individualist experiences. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
give credence to it. You know, I got to tell you, I
Mm-hmm.
check stuff out, and I think it's my soul commanded me to check it out. So every day I check this
Mm-hmm.
out, check that out. So you heard about these arrests, and you heard about,
Mm-hmm.
where this is going, and if you've been following it, you
Mm-hmm.
can kind of see it, and then you kind of go on the other end of it, and you say, but don't trust anything.
Mm-hmm. It's a for the most part, it's more so there's the confirmation and validation that the individual soul needs to heal until it completely trusts the self.
Yeah.
When it completely trusts the self and you are aware and prepared and focused, you allow such focuses to dissolve because you recognize the value of the energy that you're investing. You truly recognize the value of the energy that you're investing, and it's like, okay, you know what? If I'm gonna give this energy to anything, it's into allowing the liberation to take place on this planet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a powerful, and it keeps escalating. It just seems like,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like a week goes by and it's like 2 months. You just went through, it's been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I totally identify with what you're saying, and very recently starting to
Mm-hmm.
take on the sense of, what, there is a mission here. I mean, there's missions within the mission, and the infinite wisdom, of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
But it's literally like for me, you're turning your back totally on all of that 3D stuff, all that external stuff, and you're going totally inside, and like you described, everything comes to you. And that's kind of a tricky
Well,
walk. Right.
and we'll actually put it this way, because I don't, and I see a comment that says if we it's necessary for us to heal in solitude. This is not necessary. What I'm not saying is that we should ignore the 3D reality. This is, once again, this is not the nature of what is taking place. However, with intent, with focus, we recognize the foundation of everything, and our interactions, our interpersonal actions, and our communication with others and within our reality, they all have everything to do with the healing that we intend to do based on our intent. Because once again, our intent is what is allowing the experiences, or it's the foundation of the experiences, the communications, if we were to go to the store, or a friend needs our help moving furniture, or there's a bill collector of some sort, there's a meeting that we have to go to, there is something that's necessary for us to do within the 3D world. As we cultivate our intent, we have to recognize that the foundation, or the purpose, the core purpose of all of these experiences has everything to do with the intent that we have.
Yes.
And it's so integrated that it seems as if it has nothing to do with ascension. However, it does, because our intent is the foundation of everything the hologram is doing.
That intent is creating, right? I
Most
mean, that
definitely.
that
And
intent is creating, and I guess the the art of the deal is to merge that intent. Like you said, everybody's intentions are headed to the same place. There's this static in the middle, and it seems to be going away. But I'm saying it's coming to the surface because it is people going deep. But that's what's happening, is we can actually. That's what hit me. I was watching Livy Lovey's video on YouTube, a short one this morning, and it was talking about consciously creating. I mean, our consciousness is our reality, and so it's what I started receiving was how quick this can happen. Literally, like you're talking about going into the hospital with this not even a frame of
Mm-hmm.
mind. It's an energy. It's you. You're being this, and it all
Mm-hmm.
just unfolds. And I think a lot of people are seeing flashes of that. But I do also want to point out what you said earlier too, because I think there are a lot of people that maybe even I wouldn't even say at this point I'm awake, but 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 the more, but it seems like the more that's exposed and accepted in the world per se that we live in, the
Mm-hmm.
wider it opens your mind. It's like, well, if it can be that deep, the rabbit hole's that deep down there. Well, how deep am I? It almost forces you
Mm-hmm.
to that place. But yeah, man.
Most definitely.
Hey,
You open up.
if you start rapping like you did about 10 minutes ago, I'm gonna tell Corey to put on a beat. Yeah, I'm a wordsmith a little bit, but I downloaded finally downloaded the that trap album, and I've been
Okay.
listening to it, and I'm trying to get some influence from it. I like to do different things, I like to do just different genres and stuff. But I'm listening to y'all, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna do that. I don't I don't know how it's gonna come out. I don't know
Give
how
it a
it's gonna come.
shot.
Hey, you guys, we can, that's one thing too, is for me, having these shows has been a conversation, and it's just like, that's the best energy there is. It's like, it's just, we don't even have to think about it. It's not the subject matter, and one of the things is to lighten things up and laugh, which
Mm-hmm.
fortunately, I don't know if it's good or says anything about me, but I laugh at myself all the day. But,
Most definitely.
yeah, this stuff that y'all are doing, I mean, it's really good. I want to just mention it to everybody. On YouTube, they're under Universal Brothers and Sisters. They've got a whole series of presentations called Let's Build. From everything from Earth Grid to integrity, to just forgiveness, to just different things. They come on every week, I think on Thursdays at 8 o'clock in Germany. I think it's around, lunchtime in the
Eight
U.S.
thirty.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
8:30. And then they got some great music on SoundCloud and on YouTube. And we've been putting it probably about 30%, sometimes 50%. Sometimes I just play
Cool.
yours. I'll play one of your songs and I'll do something, and I'll play one of yours and do something. But they got
Cool.
some great music. It's got a really good vibe to it, and it's got a great message. And that's what I like about it. When I put the shows on, and it might not be somebody who likes whatever type of music, but they come on and they'll say,
Mhm.
"Wow, great message. Love the music, great message." So I just want to say thank you guys, and I hope
Hey,
to
once
meet
again,
all y'all one day. Yeah, it was
yeah,
good
once
meeting
again, of
Corey.
course, a great honor. We definitely intend and are open whenever you're ready to do a crew interview for your channel. To express the
Yeah,
nature of the music to your viewers, and yeah,
yeah,
continue to serve. Once again, we're here. Let's rock and roll.
yeah. I'd love to do that. I'd like to do when I get my high speed back. I'd like to
Hmm.
do, yeah. I'd love to do like a group thing, or somehow be tuned in to the Let's Build. I've
Hmm.
almost got enough soft capability to do something like that, or like simulcast, but I'm not quite ready. We still have a
Okay.
few more resources to be reciprocated by the universe for our efforts.
Not a problem, of
But
course.
but yeah, I like to do that, and I think the other thing I just want to put out there, and I say this all the time because there is a purpose here. The reason we generate this stuff is so we can pull it down, edit it, and build a constant flow of crisp messages of the same singularity with this type of material, and UBC is a big part of it. So anyone that would like to contribute to that, please hit me up, or whoever in Soulogy or
Yeah,
whatever.
most definitely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
and so that yeah, the other thing that'd be cool too, I think, and I can get the sound going, is to feature your music with the sound, piped in like when I do the radio show, and then
Oh,
some,
okay, cool. That'd be
you
awesome.
know, or actually
That'd be
rapping.
awesome.
Y'all
Yeah,
can
no
rap.
doubt.
I'll talk. Yeah. So you got Corey, you got Amon, and you,
Yep.
and then there's
Hmm.
two or three or four other guys, right?
Yeah, Born 13. We got Jesse. We got Mass Conglom, of course, here at the Raw. We have who am I missing? Jules, RJ, Miyagi, Ferris, and Jeff. It's quite a few of us.
Yeah, I can tell. I can
All
tell,
different
man.
flavors from all over the world. So
I know, man. It's incredible. It's incredible. I haven't even really got deep into the music. I just gathered it all, and everything's going
okay,
so
cool.
fast. But I've got a good little there's probably about 8 or 9 songs, and I know,
Okay,
I,
cool.
I play what people I play what people like, and I play 5 or 6 of them every time. Uh, El
Awesome.
El Pure and Let's Build Hang 10. There's a couple other ones that I love. I think one of them's kind of like late night TV. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's on it's on the boat, man. And I turned it on the first time. I was like, oh man, I don't know maybe they weren't quite calm back in those days.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The flashback.
But then,
Yeah.
yeah, and a couple of people in the audience are like, uh, yeah. So
Yeah.
so just clarity wise, I mean,
Yeah.
so I just try to do it from my own eyes, and I don't
Hmm.
know why. Well, it doesn't matter. I know what my mission is. I know what the mission is. I don't need to
Yeah,
make
most
it
definitely.
super known.
We all have our mission, and once again, that mission is beyond all outside analysis. Of
Right.
course, we provide guidance from all different levels of consciousness, but once again, it's always just necessary for us to respect where we are, what we're here to do, what we resonate with as individuals, because at the end of the day, we all are expressions of Prime Creator.
Yeah. Yeah. I had an
Hmm.
experience today when I was told to go lay down before I interviewed you, and I went in and came
Hmm.
out pretty. It seemed like that, but when I
Yep.
came out of it, when I came out of it, and I had like two, well, metaphorically, two voices going on. I was in the one I was locked into, which I would say was reality. Then I had another one, like a chatterbox thing from the whole world. But I got this feeling, this
Hmm.
authentic feeling. It was, I guess, in human terms, you describe it like you're dreaming, but
Yeah.
I can change this reality now. I can
Of
change
course.
right now. I can literally anything is possible. The speed of progress is limitless, and I know
Hmm.
that's going to come back. And I feel this vibration. I see you guys living it. I see you talking about it, and I see other people doing it too. But I also see the struggle. So whatever you guys are smoking over there, can you send me some?
I'll have to talk to Amon about that. Amon's our herbalist over here.
Well, see, I knew it, and I told you when that picture came up, and every time I see it, I look to the left, and there's Amon looking at his eyes are like looking right at you like a portrait, and I'm looking at him, and I'm thinking, man, this shit's real. This is real. I know I'm not imagining this, but wow. Hey, this is great. We had good reception. This is really cool. We
Yeah, most
I
definitely.
was going to ask you, and I really I don't have a problem doing this. I do a lot of
No.
this. I do on the air, but I'd love to do something with y'all once a week. Whether it's
Okay.
you or I was even going to say, I even asked Melissa if I could interview each one of them, not interview, but just talk to each one of them separately and have little clips
Okay.
of each one of them, little clips of each one of them. Because again, the more material I can get, the more I can create with, which is the best part.
Absolutely.
That's the best part.
The best parts, of
The
course.
greatest. Yeah, turn on some music and start putting your friends together. But yeah, I'd like to do that, and I'd like to get, Melissa had talked about maybe once a month or whatever, uh, joining Let's Build with Soulogy and integrating that.
That'd be amazing.
We put up your Let's Build on my personal page this
Hmm.
past week, and there was a strong response. Like, a lot of times
Hmm.
when you share something, it doesn't get quite the response or when you originate something, but this was pretty strong, and it's
Hmm.
been getting stronger. So that message needs to be shared. All these messages need to be merged, but I'd love to do some stuff with you, and I'll keep talking to Melissa about it, and we'll get
Absolutely. Once
this.
again, we're open to serve and once again assist in any way possible. Once again, it's just, of course, us shining the light. And the more we cultivate ourselves and work together, the greater, stronger, and more broad the message gets out there. And once again, this is beautiful always for us to be able to connect with everyone.
Hey, I'm gonna do something here.
Uh-oh.
So no, I'm not rapping, not today. I don't rap, by the way. No, yeah, that's very cool. Now, who's there now? Just Corey and you? Or
Myself, Corey, and Mass Conglom. He's our videographer,
I'm gonna
the genius behind all of our
let me see
videos.
him. Let me see him because I make. Let me see him. Hang on, I'm old. Let me get closer. Wait, let me get closer. Let me see. All right, brother. How you doing? Right on.
What's up, Doc?
Hey, man. So I make videos and stuff. I know how difficult it can be, and I'm not that great at it. I guess I'm okay, but I love the videos you do, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
There's,
Appreciate it.
and that's my whole thing is to put the highest production you can of each part of it, each frequency, and that's what I see coming through on your videos. So I'd love to work with you on that.
No problem,
It'd be
man.
cool. It's good meeting you.
No problem, man. So,
It's good meeting
that's
you,
what we
man.
do.
That's right, man. You guys are. I can't say enough about it. So look, I'm going to put on one of these productions right now, and we're going to close this thing out. Now, I'm of Spanish descent, and I don't know if this is French or what. El Pure, El Pure. What is
Yeah,
that?
El Pure.
El Pure. Okay. So if you guys hadn't seen this, I'm going to be rocking it tonight. In fact, I think because of this incredible conversation that we've just had, I think what I'm going to do is download it, put it on the
Okay.
production software, and have a little fun with tonight. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, in a couple.
I
In a,
told him El Pure was the one.
that's right, man. Well,
I
I
told him
like
El Pure was the one.
I like the
That's
one
why
with
we
the
did the video
I
for
like
that.
yeah I like the one with the Einstein thing on when he's in the classroom. What is that one?
Oh,
I'm like,
he's embarrassed about that, but I put him
no,
on blast. You know what
I
I'm saying?
like that one. That's
Lord.
when I saw that one. That was the second time I said, man, they need to send me some of that stuff they're smoking.
Nobody's getting that.
Here you go. Hey, man. Hey, who makes y'all's beats, man? Who makes y'all's
Oh,
beats?
we get them from various independent producers. There's
Yeah,
a lot of independent producers on YouTube that put out
yeah,
instrumentations
yeah.
for independent artists. And once again, we take what resonates with us, and we do it for in service to the light. So of course
Yeah.
the stuff is free, so they don't really have a problem with it. But we have a
Well,
good time.
well, I thought the stuff was free too, but I keep getting hit with copyright violations.
Oh
So
yeah.
I finally just said the heck with it. I mean, I figure, hey, it's a free universe. I'm a free soul. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm just trying to raise the light. So,
There we
but
go.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah,
Exactamundo.
I found some pretty good ones I like, but I haven't gone too deep in it. But I love y'all's beats because I like that jazz. I like that, of course, the hip hop with the bass and then the jazz. It's kind of smooth. Yeah. I guess if I
Yeah,
ever
most
have
definitely.
if I ever get in a permanent physical relationship with a woman again in my life, I think I'm gonna get the instrumentals off of your CDs and just burn them in the evenings.
There we go. I don't mind sending them to you either.
Hey man, I love you guys. Love you guys, man.
Hey, we
I,
love you too, T.
I appreciate the time, and I look forward to doing this in maybe another week or so if you guys are open to it. Any of you.
Of
Any of you.
course, always.
All
Whenever
right.
you're ready, just let us know.
All right, man. Y'all take care. Peace.
Absolutely.
All right.
Love time.
Peace and nomics.
All right, brother.